everyone, Cloak here visiting you from Tinder, my druid scout. I'm going to be using her today to show everyone how to do the Vhatos quest chains, which can be done to net you a full accessory set, whether you're magical or physical, that will last you easily up to level 60 or 70 depending upon what you do with it and how you stat it. Shortly on I will be explaining exactly, the benefits of this accessory set, but for now I'm going to be using this introduction to explain how this video works. As you can see here on the left side, there will be annotations, and if you do not see any, I suggest turning annotations on, seeing as this is how the video is meant to be watched. But once you have annotations on, you should be able to see on the left side of the screen chapters, which will take you to each section of the video that shows the full quest chains for that accessory. Within each of those chapters will be multiple annotations that allow you to skip to each quest within said chapter. And with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump right in. Alright, and now we're going to learn how to do the Vhatos questline. So, for starters, why do you want the Vhatos set? 1, it's unbound. 2, it's set bonus. 3, it's a relatively small time investment. 4, because it's unbound, you can easily stat it and pass it around from toon to toon, and carry it around for twink gear. And 5, if you score a high enough OD piece of the Vhatos set, you're looking at a decent, couple mil for it, which, hey, a couple mil never hurts. And the reason it would be worth that much is for the previously mentioned 4 reasons. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump right in to how to do the Vhatos questline. And just throwing it ahead of time, there's going to be a lot of time skips and a lot of speed ups in this because the estimated time I'm just going to guesstimate is going to be about maybe 2 hours, and I'm going to be having to condense this down into possibly 20 minutes. So yeah. So your questline is going to start, let me bring up NPC names back, Jill Norley. This is going to be where your NPC, this is going to be the quest chain for, what you call it, the Vhatos line, which is going to be located right here in Silver Spring. So let's go ahead and talk to her. I'm going to get Vhatos Apprentice, and let's see, what do I have to do? Let me go ahead and just configure this real quick. Let's see, go talk to, nope. I still got quests and everything. Kill Silvermane Hounds. Okay, so I just gotta go kill 25 of these things. Alright, easy enough. That I can do. Oh. Use my rune catapult. Put some arrows on, and alright, so just gotta kill 25 of these things real quick. Alright, and now with that completed, let's go ahead and turn that in, and we get a monster's favorite. Possibly the most annoying quest of this first part. Because what you have to do is you're going to have to go out and you're going to have to kill some boars. And the boars have a very, very, very low chance of dropping this item. So just be prepared to pull your hair out in utter rage. turn in a monster's favorite, and after those 2 little quests, you'll have the opportunity to do a quest and earn the Heroic Cunning or the Magic Cunning, which is the first part. And as you can see, completing the magic set gives you a 15% magic power boost, or the hero gives you a 15% critical damage boost. Now, I will be perfectly honest, the magic set is the more valuable set. So if you are doing this purely for money, go with the magic set. But this is just my opinion and my observation. But you'll get the quest Crafty Burnock, which requires you to kill some of these things. Why am I having to kill them? Oh, I gotta kill them. I gotta get some roast wolf legs, I think. Yeah, I think for these I need to gather 5 Silvermane hound legs. So I just gotta get 5 of these legs real quick. Yeah, just need 5 of those, and then I'll go interact with the fire, and Crafty will spawn. Now, I will say it is recommended that, you do Crafty, if you're on level, if you're doing this on level, you get some help because you will get your ass kicked. If you're level, 30 or 40, as long as you got some decent HP, like as long as you probably got like 5, 6, 7k HP, you should be alright. So far that's 3, 4, and 5. Nope. That's 5. There we go. Alright, so we're ready to initiate Crafty Burnock. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna, let's see, is there any buffs I can throw on myself? Aside from just those, not really. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and light the barbecue. And that should summon, as you can see, Crafty Burnock. I'm going to do my unity with Mother Earth to lock myself in place and get constant crits. And then just go to town on this guy. And it's dead. Alright, so Crafty Burnock has been vanquished. If you want to loot him, he never really contains anything good, but, So we're just going to walk right back up to Jill, and this will be part 1 of the Vhatos questline completed. Let's see, so Crafty Burnock. Now I'm going to select the Magic Cunning Necklace. Confirm. So I have a Magic Cunning Necklace, and it is, whoa, 117 OD. That is a high-ass Dura. So, yeah, that's going to be part 1. I'm going to go ahead and run ahead to where the second part starts. So, I don't know if I should record it or if I should just time skip to it. But for the sake of, saving hard drive space and, the fact that I'll be showing on the map where it's at, I'll just go ahead and time skip to it. Alright, so the next part of the Vhatos quest starts shortly after you enter Aslan Valley. All you're going to do is you're just going to come right down here on this path, and you're going to see your Vhatos apprentice right there, Adia Norley. Wait, what's the last name Norley as well? I'll have to go back and look at that. Well, let's see. Vhatos apprentice test. This is going to be for the next piece. Apparently I have to get a message, so let's see where I need to go. Get message. Go to the lake between Derelict Mine and Goblin Village and find the dragonfly creature. After you learn of its... Okay, so I just gotta go get close to Crazy Kiyosade and Kiyosade, however you want to say his name, and learn of him just by, I assume, being next to him, or do I have to hit him and run? Oh, we'll find out. And there's Crazy Kiyosade. Okay, I guess I have to hit him hit him some. Okay, so yeah, all you have to do is just hit him. So it looks like that's all I have to do. You just gotta go up and you just gotta whack him once. Apologies there. Runes of Magic decided to take a dump on me and crash, so yeah. That happened. But don't worry, we're back in business. So we're gonna go ahead and go turn that quest in. I can probably bump this over to the side. Stab. Scale these up just a bit. Yeah, I never tweaked around with Tinder's UI, so you know. I just deleted my unbridled, didn't I? There we go. Guys are locked now. Just throw on another unbridled. Alright. I'm gonna do this turn in. And we're gonna get the monster's weakness. And here we need to go gather quite a few things. So the first thing, well, everything we need to gather is going to be right around the derelict mine. So I think that's how it is. No? Actually, no. One of the things we need to gather is going to be right around here. One drop is going to come from these green spotted fungus, which this one's apparently not in the right positions. Oh wait. Apparently I didn't know that. Every time you crash, your arrows disappear. That'd be why I can't shoot things. That's not what I need. That's what I need, the green spotted fungus powder. Yeah, and this song is gonna loop over and over because it's what I have set as this zone's song, so yeah. I'm gonna fast forward it so you're not annoyed by a constant Kokiri Forest theme. Alright, and now that we've got those 12 things gathered, we need to go get some ostrich feathers and wings of a dragonfly, which are not going to be in this zone. We actually have to backtrack into Silver Spring around this area over here for our items. Actually, here and here is... Actually, here and here is what it shows, but you know, most everything we can get is right in this area. So let's go ahead and fast forward. this is the last one, please. Yes. Alright. Let's go ahead and head back to Aslan Valley and go ahead and turn in our quest and get ready for the last part of part 2. Alright, and we're arriving back here in Aslan Valley to turn in our Vhatos questline. Or our drops and stuff to make the special potion that will allow us... Oh, it's a Druid Warden. Neat. This is weakness, where we can now select from our next part of the set. So, I'm gonna go ahead and, just buff them a bit. Just for shits and giggles. So let's go back out to Crazy Kyosade and go ahead and kick his ass. And we have the hard shell, so right click to activate quest. If I'm not mistaken, don't click it yet. What you do is you have to engage Kyosade in combat, and once he goes invincible, that's when you use the shell. Wait. Huh? Oh, no, it's the blue potion. I don't know where I picked this up at. Oh well. Alright. Ignore what I just said. Let's go ahead and kill this guy. And let's go ahead and vamp you. Put some dots on you. Come here, buddy. And use the blue potion to take away his defenses, and let's murder him. And Kyosade down. So with that being done, we can go ahead and go do our turn-in. Alright, let's see if we get as lucky on a high Dura item as we did with the first quest. So, let's go ahead and see what we get. We're going to do the Magic Turmoil Ring to keep the set going, and please give me something high Dura. 75 Dura. Kind of got shat on right there, but I'm still glad I got one piece that's high Dura. So we're now going to move on to part 3. Alright, and we're back with part 3 of the Vhatos questline. You're going to find the third part of the quest, still in Aslan Valley, but instead you're going to find it up here by the distillery. So I'm just going to go ahead and go inside. And we're going to talk to this NPC right here. Whoop. And yeah, Becky Norley. And I'm just apologizing in advance. In between this part and the last part, I had a dentist appointment and half my mouth and face is currently numb. So if I slur some words or mispronounce something, I apologize. So the quest you're given is Bear Corpse, and you basically just have to go find the corpse of a bear, which that bear corpse will be located right over here. Actually, just right over here. So you're just going to pretty much go straight out into the forest. Also, just to note, this third part is probably going to be the longest part of your Vhatos questline, because it's going to end with you having to spawn in Joblet the Giant Flower, which any person who's had to do that by themselves can tell you it sucks. Now this is only 2 quests long, and you'll have your third piece. However, you have to spawn Joblet the Giant Flower. And let's see, I'm going to temporarily cut the video real quick to get a quick statistic. So yeah, after doing a little bit of research, just to get a % chance, well, to spawn Joblet the Giant Flower in, you have to kill the bloodthirsty demon vines, which are the purple ones, and you have a 50% chance of joblets spawning in their place. So basically just all you do is just go on a... I need to get myself some arrows. Again. So basically just go on a killing spree. And if you're lucky, you know, joblet will spawn in. And there is no way in hell I'm going to record this, or this excruciatingly long process, so I'll just cut and give you a rough estimate of how long it's been. You have no idea how much of a pain in the ass this is becoming. I've been doing this for nearly an hour. I've got 759 arrows left, so I've killed, what, 240 things, and I've yet to spawn joblet. And finally, after 300 plus kills, or yeah, almost 400 kills, and about 2.5 hours, we finally have Joblet the Giant Flower spawned. Now, it's currently late at night right now, so there's probably not many people on, but if ever you do this, be courteous and zone shout that you're going to be killing Joblet. But let's go ahead and put him down. Let's see. Alright, it's been a long and arduous task to get this guy to spawn, but he finally spawned. But I guess that's what you need to expect if you're looking for something that has a 0.5% chance of spawning. But Joblet is dead. Now we can actually go turn it in. And luckily the distillery is right here. Oh man, what's happening to my frame rate? Ew. Alright. Let's go ahead and turn in our quest. And let's go ahead and pick up our magic bloodthirst earring. So I will take you. And I will collect. And what do I get? 86 Dura. Ew. And after doing some research on the auction house, something with high Dura like that can easily net you, you know, 4 mil, or if you at least stat it, you're looking at about a good 20 mil, depending upon your buyer. So yeah, we are done with part 3, and we are heading into Ystra Highlands, where parts 4 and 5 will take place. See you there. Alright, and now that we've made it to Ystra Highlands, we are coming up on the location for part 4, which is going to be at the Sea of Snow camp. And the NPC you're going to be looking for is going to be right here, Catherine Norley. And yes, I just realized all the Vhatos NPCs have the last name Norley. So, Vhatos Apprentice Goodwill. Looks like we just need to go kill 35 Cyclops. Which, they're the ones over here in the Frostwood Valley, not the ones up by the Sea of Snow and Winter Night camp. And if I'm not mistaken, this line ends with us killing Angry Jukarse. So that'll be where this line ends, I think. Not 100% sure. and turn this in after murdering 35 Cyclops. And let's see, the amulet in the monster compendium. Let's see, this quest will have us go to Aslan Valley and get 10 tree roots full of powder and then report back. Alright, so we just need to journey out to Aslan, which I'm going to go ahead and do a time skip for, and apparently kill some Ents. So, we'll see you in Aslan. Alright, and we're back in good old Aslan. Apparently we just need to kill some Ents. And we need, not their daily quest item, we need tree root full of power. Let's see if I can get the item real quick on camera before I do my speed up so everyone knows the item. Is it just the mature Ents or is it all the Ents? No, there's mature Ents. Okay, it looks like it's all Ents. Dead end tree branch. Not what we're looking for. Let's keep looking around. I'll stumble across the drop eventually. Nope, we didn't drop anything. Let's see. There's a wandering Ents. No, they just don't want to drop anything for me. Here we go. Tree root full of power. Finally got one to drop. So we got one. I just need 9 more. say number 10 drops out from one of these two. Oh, I got a double chance. Double chance. Yes. Whew. After killing many Ents, I wasn't keeping track, but there was probably so many that I had to do a time lapse during that. And I'll probably put up a number showing how many I had to kill just to get 10 of this drop. But for now, back to Yster Highlands. Alright, and after Ent killing Hell in Aslan, we finally got our 10 tree roots and we're ready to bring them back. And now, yep, we have Angry Jakarse. So I don't even have to do a time skip for that one because he's just right over here. So, willpower amulets. Apparently just having this amulet supposedly allows you to kill him, but yeah, I don't really get the connection there. I just ride up here and just murder him. 163,000 health, alright. Let me lock myself in with Unity with Mother Earth. And let's just go ahead and spam Earth Arrow on his ass. Let's get some dots on him too. And there we go. He's going down. Alright, Angry Jakarse done. Now it's just a quick trip back to the Sea of Snow camp, and we will be on our way to the 5th and final part of this guide for the Vhatos set. And I got my fingers crossed that I hopefully get an OD piece. If not, I'll be kinda sad, but here's to hoping. Magic Rage Earring. And it's 82 Dura. So we're so far 1 for 5, but that's it for part 4. Part 5 is actually pretty near. It's actually up here at Winter Night Camp, so I'll just probably do a fast forward to that location since it's not that long of a distance. Alright, and here we are coming up on the Winter Night Valley Camp, which will contain the last part, Jenny Norley. Alright, Master Vhatos Talisman. She gives us a quest to go gather a couple things. Excellence. Let me drag this down so I can see it. Internet Valley. Excellent Lizard Throat Pouch. Excellent Gargoyle Skull. And excellent Crystal Pebble. Crystal Pebble from... Okay. So 2 of these items can be obtained right up here in Tower of Wailing Wind. However, the 3rd item is obtained in the Necropolis of Mirrors, which we'll definitely be doing a time skip for. So in the meantime, we'll probably just fast forward up to the lizards and gargoyles. Alright, and we got our excellent throat pouch from one of them, so now we just need a gargoyle skull. Alright, and there's our excellent gargoyle skull. So we got both our items. Let's go ahead and kick it out of here, and then we need to go back to Aslan Valley to Necropolis of Mirrors. Alright, and we've arrived here at Necropolis of Mirrors, where we just need to kill some of the first mobs in the instance to rack up our item. So let's go ahead and do that. This shouldn't take long at all, because there's a couple of crystals right at the front. Yep, we've seen some from these guys. this place. I remember when it used to scare me. There's our item. Alright. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Alright, and after a lengthy walk back, we're back here to turn this in. And now we get materials for a body amulet, which we need to get shaggy bear claws, Ystra ferret membranes, and giant antler reindeer horns. Alright, well, time for some fast forwarding while I go kill all this crap. Alright, and having collected those 3 items real quick, we're ready to do this turn-in, which should give us the last quest of the Vhatos set. Yep. This gives us the level 40 accessory, Witch Queen Lemsleeve. This grounding amulet will allow you to fight her, because normally upon fighting her, she teleports you away and you appear out here in the middle of the sea of snow. So, yeah. Using this grounding amulet, you are basically able to fight this witch without being teleported away. And this is the last step of the quest line. So, once you've done this, you're done. And this is where Lemsleeve is. Go ahead and take out some of her pawns. Let's go ahead and do this. Put curing seed on myself. I have no idea how she is going to be, so let's just throw on all the recovery stuff I have. Just to be on the safe side. And let's go ahead and pop Unity with Mother Earth. To ground myself into constant crits. Yep, all this health regen, she won't be able to kill me. And I can just sit here and just wail on her. At about a quarter mil health, she'll take a while if you're on level, so I'd suggest bringing some guildies with you if you're doing this on level, or without static gear to give yourself some decent HP. And this should be game right here. Let me sleeve down. Alright, GG. With her taken care of, we are able to go back and finish up this quest line. And I just want to notate that this is the level 40 Vhatos accessory, which this is the one that will take the longest to get. So, with that in mind, it's always the most valuable if you do score it OD. However, on the contrary, when I first entered this zone and headed towards step 4, I noticed that step 5 had a quest available for me. So I wonder, is it possible that if you're of level, you can just come straight here and pick up the level 40? I'm not sure, I'll have to test that. But, yep, here we are and ready to turn in our last step. And we want the magic cruelty ring. Fingers crossed for Hydra. Come on! 82. Well, we only got one OD piece, but we got the entire magic set. And let's see. 117 OD, 75, 86, 82, 82. Not bad. Was it worth the time investments? In my opinion, yes, because now you have a full accessory set that you can, pass around from alt to alt, guildie to guildie. You can dirty stat it up, and you can basically turn little low levels into twinks. So yeah, that's the Yestra questline. Not Yestra. The Vhatos questline, and how you get either the magic. Yeah, how you get the Vhatos set. God, I cannot talk right now. Well, that's all for this video. I'm probably going to be doing another one soon on the level 30 to 50 bag quests, which can also be done in this zone. So with that being said, keep an eye out for that video, because this is a quest line that can be completed in a mere 15 minutes if you know it and you're quick enough and don't mind throwing a few transport runes out there. But in the meantime, thanks for watching.